Welcome to my lair where gaming and procrastination happen on a daily basis. I'm 16 now, which means I can get my Epidemic Sounds license, so I can finally expand my sphere of influence into the sound effects and music thing. That got to be one of the nerdiest things I said in a while. Sorry that I have not uploaded for some months now. I'm at my very last part of my last high school year, so there has been a lot of tests and corona and all everything between that, and I have needed to focus more of my mental health than doing these kind of videos because I'd rather get a higher education than getting 100 more views. But still, this channel is pretty much just my field of using my creativity and video editing skills. Like, I'm still kind of shocked that I actually have viewers. And I'm not just making random videos for my own pleasure. So, you are special. I wanted to make a video that makes me a bit happy, so I'm just gonna talk about stuff that makes me happy. So we can go numero uno. One thing that I really enjoy, that might come as a surprise because I'm an anti-social autistic boy, but yeah, I like talking to people when it's done right, and I think everyone gets what talking right to people is. And for most of my life I have been more on the things side, on the spectrum, but I think especially this like whole YouTube channel and all that it has become like a more balanced tide, because yeah, I have talked to people from Turkey to Netherlands to United States. Those are the only three countries I've met. Yeah, but I think especially the whole online thing, that it has helped me a lot of just being able to talk to people. And I mean, I have like close friends from in all over Europe that actually like means something to me. Like, I have this rule that if I totally like delete this friend from my life, would it affect me? And many people that I have never met in person, we've shown our faces and talked a lot, but like if that person just went missing or something, I think I would be affected. And I think that shows that I actually started to care about people outside my home city, Malmö. And that's I could not imagine that for like back 2 years. I would never ever. But one thing main thing I want to talk about, the thing that has made me the person I am today and given me the personality and morale and everything, that really means something to me. And like, if this thing changed to the worse or disappeared, that would literally break my heart. And that is my home country of Sweden. Now, I'm not a nationalist. Like, I'm not. I just really love my country, and I know this trend. I have seen it in England as well, that if you have a flag behind your profile picture, you're like extreme alt-right and you total nationalist. I kind of hate that trend because I just really love my country and I love my country's flag, but I can't really use it in that sense because people when think I'm alternative for Sweden or something. But yeah, I love my country, and that's why I'm gonna talk about it. Sweden, as any other country, has many flaws. There's no country flawless. Like, it's 2021, grow up. But one of the major flaws, especially in my city, is 2015. Now people in Europe will know what I'm gonna say here. Immigrants. Immigrants, a lot of immigrants. 2015 was a very hard year. I was about 10, 12 at that age. So I didn't understand the politics or anything like that. And it didn't really affect my life then, but it does more now. But like, especially my city of Malmö, which is very south of Sweden, like, if you look at the map, you can see that, yeah, especially Germany and Sweden took on a lot of immigrants, and some countries just, no. But yeah, we really wanted to help, and my naive sense then was also that why not help poor people, because what I've learned from my youth is that Sweden is a very high-tech, technological country that has money. A lot of it. Maybe a fifth of my class currently are not entirely Swedish. Is there a problem with that? No, absolutely not. And many people think that like the Swedish nationality is very under threat, and yeah, that Islam is taking over and all of that. But I don't believe in that. I'm very happy seeing just people who learned Swedish 1 year ago and have a business open in the city, or just actually can live here and adapt to our culture and norms and everything. That's it gives me almost a tear every time. I'm just so happy for them that they found a home here, and that's most of us are welcoming to them, and especially the state. It's just, yeah, if you look back in history, that thing when another culture, religion, and people accept that kind of total of numbers in totally different people from another continent on Earth, and still can welcome them. It's just mind-blowing. I can show this video right here, but I saw a video when immigrants came from a train. I think it was in Berlin, I could be wrong, and the Germans were literally there giving them water and food and saying like "Willkommen to Deutschland." That's just, oh, that video was so beautiful. I know, like now, also with Angela Merkel, that the alternative for Germany has popularity and everything, and us Swedes have our own party called the Swedish Democrats, which is kind of similar but not as much like on the extreme scale. And I'm not like proud of that. I'm not proud that we have such parties that are built on hate. But I'm not gonna focus on that anymore, because I'm proud of what we have done, and I hope that with still all the flaws in the system and all the immigrants still in need, that we could fix it, and we could have a society where we have a lot of Swedes, a lot of other Europeans, and a lot of Muslims. Like, yeah, I don't believe that our nationality is under threat. I do believe that Norway and Denmark could have helped just a little bit. Maybe, yeah, we are the biggest and everything, but yeah. So I'm gonna continue and go to I made it to another 3 sessions that I want to talk about, and yeah, that makes me a proud, happy citizen of the constitutional monarchy of Sverige. Oh boy, Sweden's tax rate is so high. Oh, Scandinavia is home to postmodern socialism. Yeah, Scandinavia gets a lot of attention because of our tax rates. Norway, you gotta keep up. Trigger warning for all the American hardcore capitalists, but I like a high tax rate. I could even say I endorse a high tax rate in a city. In Sweden, you get so much help from the government, and I'm not complaining. If you honestly think that market economy is better, that the government should have less fingers in the pot and everything, I'm not judging you. I'm just saying that I really like socialism. I really like the idea that instead of the person being responsible for their own safety and everything, that the government has an authority and a responsibility of keeping all those people safe, and yeah, that they could actually function in the society. I just think that's a better thing. I'm not gonna get political here.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
You get so much help from the government or your region and commune. In school, when I remember in school when we got to learn about our welfare system we have in Sweden. When we were done with that class, I remember I had a mix of both happiness and appeasement, because I was just so happy for being here. Like, I could go to school free. I literally get paid for being a child. Like, that's my wage. I get what it is in American dollars. I would say about $130 per month for being a child, right into my pocket, for not doing nothing, just breathing and having a pass visa or something. I don't know. But yeah, so many services are either free or cheap, and I really think that our political system, everything, has really made as a big part of my personality, because the socialism has given me this sympathy thing that I really want to spread the wealth. I want to have money, sure, but I don't want to be huge rich. And if I do something that gives me a lot of money, I literally want to help my city or other organizations around Sweden or other countries, because I really like helping people financially and mentally. Like, that's the whole ideal of comrade socialism, if you could call it. Pro tip for any of you younglings that are getting into politics. Remember always a huge lesson I learned. It doesn't really matter if you're traditionalist, liberal, alt-right, alt-left. Almost every person that's into politics wants to make their country a better place. They just have other ways of thinking on how they would reach the goal of a perfect society, in their sense what a perfect society is. But yeah, I really think that the social democracy here has formed me, and especially my city that is social democratic and liberal has really formed me from my youth and given me a really good place to be, and I really appreciate that. And this might be a little bit biased, some people think, but YouTube is a part of this list. Believe it or not, but it is a part of my list. I have never learned that much from such a short period while having fun doing work. Okay, you're dead.
This is mine.
While I'm doing YouTube videos. About a year ago, I didn't know anything about Premiere or After Effects or Audition or Photoshop or anything like that. And now I know plenty. And I'm still learning when I edit. And that's just mental. From 1 year of making YouTube videos on free time with, small audience, but still big in my eyes. And then when I love looking back at old videos. I sometimes just watch 3 to 5 videos of mine in the past, because that just gives me very much prideness. Like, I'm just feeling like, shit, I did that video. Yeah, that's my work. I'm entirely responsible for that product. I did that from scratch. Like, that's this feeling of clicking on upload and, like, yeah, giving the link in the Discord and just receiving criticism. That feeling is so great. Like, I don't receive that from any other thing than uploading videos. When I look on the Premiere or something, I just see all the things that, like, just from a period when I edited and all the time between that, if I did it in multiple sessions, all the things I would do different if I re-edited just now, because the video would be entirely different then. Because my way of thinking and editing has changed so much just by doing one video. And, like, whenever I still, after the military simulator and all that stuff, when I still go into my statistics, like, it's so mental how I'm still getting so many views. And I'll have a video with over 100,000 views. Did I think I would reach that goal? My literally second video on the channel? No, hell no, I didn't think that. I thought I would get like 50 views. 50, that's all. And then I would just, like, I don't know, build up my career small, but, like, I got a heavy start. And it has given me so much, like, creativity. Creativity. I have learned how to make music. I've learned how to do Adobe Illustrator. I want to learn programming. I have a freaking piano up there. You can't see it. I have a piano. I spent like $200 on that thing. So, like, YouTube like, yeah, YouTube is YouTube, and I do stuff for it. But it's also like a motivational support. I spent so much money on that, and those programs. If all this video and all this YouTube goes to shit, I still will have a lot of editing experience. So that's just, if I really dig deep in something, a program, I could use that for work. Now that's fucking mental. And I love doing videos, and I love interacting with my audience on YouTube and Discord. And, like, all the way back in 2016, I wished I was here. Like, I wished I had an audience that watched my videos, appreciated my work, and thought I was an inspirational character. And I'm sitting here right now, 16 years old, and I literally have reached my goal of doing YouTube, having an audience, learning stuff, and having fun at the same time. It's just checkmark after checkmark on the to-do list here, at least. So again, from my heart, thank you for, like, being here, and thank you for watching this video as well. Okay, the last point is my home city, where I have spent my entire life from birth to here, Malmö. Malmö. I'm just gonna say it with a whole Swedish accent, because I'd rather say Malmö instead of Malmö. I love Malmö from the bottom of my heart. Malmö's reputation is not that great. If you ask a person in Gothenburg or Stockholm what they think of Malmö, most people would think that it's immigrants shootings, and not a place they would want to be at. But that was more back in the days. And from the catastrophe of 2015, the city council here has just made God's work, honestly. Yes, the city is pretty divided still. There is an economic east and west here. But it has gone down a lot, thanks to the social politics in our city and manipulation. There's even a term called Malmö veteran. Like, if you were born in Malmö and still live here now and still standing, you're a Malmö veteran. I will have that nickname title on me for the rest of my life here in Sweden. Like, yeah, they have just been building stuff and improving the city a lot, and really like spent all that money here. Like, yeah, I could pretty much be, it doesn't matter where I am in Malmö. There's probably a construction site within 1 kilometer. Like, no kidding, there's so much building here. Is that bad? No. That's only great, because that means they literally focus on what the people need, and it's more housing and commercial stuff and industry. Like, Malmö is growing, not China growing, but for Sweden it's growing very, very quickly. And it's actually building good stuff, not bad Soviet stuff. They do all these small stuff, like teachers who teach in schools that are positioned in smaller more poor districts. They get a higher wage than people who work at a school in a more rich neighborhood. They have so much small stuff and big stuff that just makes me happy. They even have a newspaper, both a literal newspaper and an online one, called Our Malmö, which they like send news around the city on new projects they're building and all that kind of stuff. That's good to have. And like, they print about 160,000 per news article. That's half of like Malmö's population. So that's for half of the city that's supposed to get these newspapers. They spend like, I think it was 6 million Swedish crowns, which is about I don't know, 6.5 million euros. So go Google it up if you're so interested. Yeah, there's just so much that makes me a proud citizen of Malmö, and I literally would not mind living here my entire life. I do not wish to like live in the United States or move to England or Germany, France, or especially not Denmark or Norway. No. I don't know want to be, no. But like, I really love this place, and like, yeah, if I died and I have to, okay, this is gonna sound so gaming, but yeah, if I had to respawn and I could choose wherever on Earth I would like to like being reborn, I would still pick probably Malmö or Landskrona. Probably Malmö. And I really want to like, I know I can't say it to their face, especially now in a pandemic and all that, but I really want to say thanks to all the people in the city council, city hall, I don't know what it is, English. And I really just want to say like, thanks for all your hard work, and Malmö has been in real deep shit, and you literally took us out from there and still improving our city with a rapid pace. Like 20 years ago, Malmö looks completely different in many districts, and it's, yeah, and you're still building it being beautiful and green and bicycle friendly. and all that. It's just mental how passionate these workers must be. Yeah, I can't say it to her face, but what I can do is send a message. So I went out to my favorite and the most favorite places and most beautiful places I know in this city. I went there and made a little short movie. So to these people sitting in the Stadshuset, I want to say thank you for making Malmö what it is. Thank you for giving Malmö the title of the City of Parks. And thank you for making Malmö one of the most bicycle-friendly cities there are in the entire world. And yeah, enjoy the video.
I was born in the city, I was raised on its edges. My pop worked his life when it's complex. I found love in its center. If I could live here forever, think it'd be for the better. I love the weather, even though it's fog 24/7. I love the people, this is city. I met all my best friends, and I wanna thank every brick. I wanna thank every entrance to every building that I step in this city of mine. I owe you most my best moments in life. See, I fell in love for the first time in Golden Gate Park. I saw my first rap show at Great American Hall. I used to beg my homies for a ride across the bridge to goof off and spend the whole damn day doing whatever we want. Keith drove us down to Ice Place while we'd roll up a blunt, and me and Jack would get stoned, walk around and get lost. Don't think I'll ever truly pay back all I was lucky to get just by walking through the city. No, I'm a small part of this.